Hey guys, RC Flyer 85 here. Today, we're going to be checking out the brand new Eachine Wizard X220S. And right off the bat, I'm going to tell you guys, this is probably going to be a little critical review because this is the second version of this quad. So personally, I expect big, great strides to a better product than the old Wizard from last year. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm gonna run down some of my pros and cons, a little bit of the features, and give you guys my overall opinion of this quad. Real quick, hopping in from the future here. Before you fly this, I know it's ready to fly. If you get ready to fly, please hook this up to beta flight, set it up, make sure everything's working, make sure your failsafe is working. If you don't know how to set the failsafe and all that, definitely check out my other video. I'll have a link down below. But please, 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 don't just take this out the box and fly it. I know it's ready to fly. I know you should be able to do that. Please don't take it out of the box and just go try to fly right away. Go on the beta flight. Take your time. If you don't have a computer, find somebody with a computer. Find someone to help you. Go in, set up your modes, your flight modes, check your trims, check your sub trims, check your RX ranges, make sure everything is how it should be before you fly. You don't want to go out and crash or lose your brand new quad on your first flight or first few flights. All right, now let's get back to the video. I should flash a picture right now of what comes in the box. So it's not going to be an unboxing. This is the ready to fly version. So you get the quad, the transmitter, battery, everything you need to get up and get going, which leads me into my first and biggest con is the stock setup on the ready to fly. It comes with the iRange i6X transmitter. Nice transmitter, no problems with that. Other than it's not set up out the box. But if you guys saw my little quick tip video, this receiver should not be used on a full size quad. Definitely suggest you guys, if you get the ready to fly, I just suggest you guys don't get the ready to fly. Just get the ARF, use your own stuff. If you get the ready to fly, please switch this out to something better. You're going to get fail safes. You're going to be mad when you crash and break stuff. But if you do get this, definitely check out my other video, how to set this up for your first flight, how to enable all the switches like it should be out the box, and get that going. But like I said, I definitely suggest you just get the ARF. It's a lot cheaper. Use your own transmitter. Buy a transmitter if you need to. Don't use that stock receiver. Whatever you do, just don't use that stock receiver. And if you must use a stock receiver, I know it came stock right out here. Please move it and definitely change out the zip tie that's holding it. Zip tie that's holding it is too weak to keep it from moving over to the side and getting sliced up by the props. Of course, these aren't stock props, but we'll get into that. Okay, let's go. I guess we're gonna run down our cons first. Biggest one, like I said, is the receiver. It's garbage. Definitely swap out the receiver. If you're flying more than a stone's throw away, swap out the receiver because you're going to run into failsafe issues and no one wants to crash a brand new quad. All right. Let's run down my list. I got a long list of pros and cons, so let's get into it. Let's start with the ones you can see already, the props. As you can see, I've already swapped out to these Cyclone V2s, the 5046Cs, because these stock props, garbage. Now, you get a bunch of them, but let me show you. Let me pull one out real quick. You see stock props, they're bad design, they're heavy, but check this out. Let's get this to focus right here. You see this stock prop? See that nice and clean and shiny? Here goes the props that came with it after 2 flights. Look at these stress marks at the hub. Like, that is ridiculous. Why is this flexing and stressing so much? Just from flight. This is no crashes, no nothing on these. This is just from flying. I wouldn't trust these with anything. Definitely suggest you trash all these stock props right away. I know you got so many of them. You don't want to. Trash them. Do yourself a favor. Trash them. All right, let's go down the list. Motors. I have seen a couple people report that the motors might need some Loctite right here. Definitely check yours before flight. Well, you should always check yours before flight, but check them. Yours might be loose. Mine came really, really snug. So I haven't had an issue with my screws backing out, but a lot of people have, so definitely check that out. As you can see, mine looks pretty snug. Well, you might not be able to see, but mine are pretty snug, and it's pretty locked in on mine. Let's see. The camera, my camera, as you'll see when the video's playing, hopefully, my camera has like some type of defect in the lens or a smudge on the inside of the lens or something. It has this weird blur on the side. I can still fly just fine, but it's really weird, and it's only mine, so take that with a grain of salt, because I've seen other people's FPV footage and theirs looks perfect. Mine has a defect. Okay, let's see. TX not set up properly. That's one of my other cons. It definitely should be set up to arm on the switch, and they should set up the transmitter, set it up the right way. This should be a big seller for them. They should take their time, set it up the right way out the box. Another thing, I do think this thing should have came with a 2.5 or 2.3 millimeter lens. I'm pretty sure this is a 2.8. I think it should have came with a wider field of view lens, but that's whatever. I already went over the RX placement. Oh, sorry about that. Another negative is the quad it's got a little weight to it. It's got a little more than I'd like compared to, you know, some of my other builds. I'm coming in around 300 grams or less pretty much on my builds nowadays. And this is nearly 100 grams heavier when it's all said and done. So it's a little heavy. You can feel it when you're flying if you're used to flying something lighter. But it is what it is. Some people like heavy quads for freestyle. But yeah, to me, that's a little negative. And my last little negative is the battery, 1500 milliamp. It's supposed to be 75C. It's not. It's not the greatest 1500 milliamp. It's pretty big. It's definitely heavy, but it's just not the best. So do yourself a favor. Get yourself some quality batteries. Plenty of them out there. And 14, 15, 1600 range. Try to watch your weight, but try to get some good quality batteries. And I think that's about it. Oh, no. I almost forgot. The big controversy with the new Wizard, the carbon fiber, or lack thereof. Because people have noticed that while these are nice and painted, that the carbon fiber is not true carbon fiber through and through. It is that new stuff that they used in the Martian 3 frame, which is the carbon fiber with foam in the middles. As you guys can see, hopefully you can see right here. You see the white stuff right here in the top plate, in between the layers. That's on the top and the bottom, so that's definitely a negative. And it definitely makes this, it makes it, I guess, stiffer maybe. It makes it too brittle. And I don't think you're gonna be able to see this on camera. Let me see if I can see with the flash. Right here. Yeah, I don't think you'll be able to see it. But right here, now you can see it a little bit. Right here, I was actually putting on the screw. This was misaligned just ever so slightly. And I wasn't even putting that much torque on it yet. And this cracked. So I actually have a crack right here just from lightly tightening down this screw. And to me, that's just crazy. I've done that before on plenty of frames, had it misaligned just a little bit with carbon fiber. It usually just snaps over into place and it's just fine. But this actually has a crack right here. I'm lucky it didn't go all the way through and then just crack all the way off, but it definitely cracked, and it without hardly any effort. It blew my mind when I saw it. So that's definitely a negative, and definitely something you have to take into account when you're considering purchasing this, because this is a lot of money and you don't want something that's going to fall apart. Yes, they're going to have full replacements and full support for this quad. This is going to be a big quad for them, but just keep that in mind before you purchase this. Now, let's move on to my positives. I think we turn the light off now. There's a lot of pros that come with this, which makes it, I'll get into it, but let's go down to pros. One, the looks. It's a very nicely designed, nice put together quad. Definitely nice with the purple accents, the purple standoffs, the purple wire cover mesh, purple motors, of course, the purple paint on the arms like I went over before. It's little touches like that that definitely make this stand out. They definitely spent their time on designing this as far as the looks. It comes with a lot of stuff, comes with a lot of props, even though they're garbage. I gotta say, it comes with a lot. It comes with these foam landing feet on the bottom, which I definitely appreciate. LEDs are nice from front and back, different colors. LEDs on the back, which are addressable. Stock out the box, they come where the turn signals are enabled. I always turn that off. I don't need to see turn signals while I'm flying. One thing, I wonder why they didn't take the opportunity to do this. I went ahead and did it. So I'm not gonna be able to show you, but actually, I'll put up a photo of it, whatever. I'm not gonna show you because I don't have the transmitter sitting right here. But why didn't they set these LEDs to be purple? I went ahead and changed mine to be purple. I mean, it only makes sense. They set up the turn signals, might as well go ahead and change the color to purple and keep with the scheme. But anyways, that's a good feature. I definitely love LEDs on the back for line of sight orientation. Comes with the buzzer right here that you can't see. Let's turn the light back on real quick. Comes with the buzzer right here in the back. Definitely a good touch. The VTX it comes with, since we're right here, VTX with the pigtail, definitely nice touch. The old Wizard had a lot of issues with the VTX braking. Definitely nice that they put the VTX with the pigtail. Comes with the Pagoda. This is not the stock Pagoda. My stock one got destroyed when I had failsafe, which led me to switching out the receiver. So this is another Pagoda, but definitely comes with a Pagoda. Comes with this nice battery pad right here. Comes with 2 battery straps. So now if you're going to run with the AC cam in the front, definitely suggest you leave the battery strap on the back because you're going to have your battery a little further back. If you're not going to run AC cam on the front, leave it on the middle one. Though it does block the VTX, so you can't change it. I took mine off, took my top plate off to set up my VTX and channels and power because I don't have to switch mine. I leave mine set to 600. I think that's the one thing. Oh yeah, I haven't got to that yet, but the VTX is switchable. 25, 200, 600 was really, really nice. 72 channels, really nice, but it's covered by this battery strap right here. Now, I can't remember whose video it was, but someone did say that you can, if you look and see where the button is, you can actually change the channels by just pressing through the Velcro strap. And if you tilt it at just the right angle, you'll be able to see, well, you got to pull this tight, tilt it just right angle, which I'm not going to be able to see, but right here is the VTX display. If you do it just right, you'll be able to see it and you can change your stuff without actually taking the top plate off. So maybe you want to get that tried. For me personally, that's not a big issue. I set mine to 600, set mine to A1. I'm good to go. I don't have to change it. I don't fly with anybody. All right, let's move on. So motors, these are pretty decent motors actually. These are 2206 2300 kV motors. Nice purple motors to keep up with the skiing. Motor windings inside are pretty nice, thick windings like the Brother Hobby motors that I like, that I fly with all my builds. So these are actually pretty decent motors. They seem pretty good. They do come soft mounted. Like I said, my motor screws are tightened down pretty good. And I don't know if you can really tell, but these are definitely compressed a lot. But it's a nice thought. I'm not sure if it's doing all that much, but definitely better than nothing. Like I said before, you got the braided wire covers, which is a really nice touch. Really gives it that nice professional look to it. Inside, you have a 4-tiered stack. I'm not going to take it off right now. It's a 4-tier stack. You have a PDB on the bottom, which is kind of a pro and a con. The PDB is solely to control all these LEDs. So you have a whole board just to control all these LEDs. If you're one that's going to fly FPV all the time, you may want to just take that off, take off the bottom board, drop that down, maybe even soft mount the board, take off the soft mounts on the motors. Just my suggestion. Like I said, I do plan to have a tips and mods and upgrades video coming soon. I got some stuff on order that I plan to use on this, but just an idea. And let's see, let's keep moving on. Let's moving on. Got the LEDs on the bottom, front and bottom. FPV camera, while like I said, mine has a defect, I do like that it is purple. It has this hole right here. I'm not sure if it has a microphone or not. It looks like a microphone hole, but not sure. Nice purple, keeping up with scheme. 4mm arms. So, I mean, they're somewhat strong. They're stronger than 3mm arms, definitely, but not being full carbon is definitely a negative. Definitely something, I know they did to cut costs, but definitely something they shouldn't have done to cut costs. You got these nice grommets on the back. Thankfully, they put these in here for your XT60 and your VTX, so you shouldn't have any issues with grounding out right there or rubbing through on your wires. Don't know if I said this before, but this nice anti-slip battery pad. It's really actually a nice one, so definitely nice that they put that in there. Side plates to protect your internals. Another thing that's like a pro and a con to me, because yes, it protects it from getting dirty and all that stuff, but I think especially with having a 4-in-1 ESC in there, you might want to get more airflow coming through, but I don't know. I haven't had issues yet. I haven't heard about anybody blowing out an ESC yet, so that might be a non-issue. Let's go down the list some more and see what else we got. Of course, they're gonna have full spare part support for this, so that's definitely a plus. Comes with 2 battery stacks. Comes with Betaflight 3.1.7, so it's fully updated. You got your F4 flight controller, which is really nice. It's running the Omni, or is it the run? I'm not even sure what the RIM's running. I'll check that, which target it's running. But it's nice to have an F4. It's nice to have 4-in-1 30 amp ESCs, the VTX all in one stack. It's pretty neat inside. You can do a little more wire management, but it's pretty neat inside. But oh, and it also comes with the GoPro mount, which I don't have here because I don't have a GoPro, but it is very nice that they include that for all the people out there that are rocking GoPros. So all in all, to kind of wrap it up, my feelings on the Wizard X220S. All in all, it's a good quad. It's not the greatest. It's not the worst. It's decent quad. With a few upgrades, it could be a really nice quad. You might want to shave a little weight, maybe swap out the camera, or at least the lens. It's a really decent quad. Definitely get rid of the props, of course, and that receiver, but it's got a lot of potential. It's not that far away from being a really good quad. It performs pretty decently in its current configuration, but I definitely want to upgrade a few things and drop some weight. One thing I forgot to mention, you do get this SD card for black box logging, so that's definitely another positive. But like I said, overall, this is just good. I wouldn't call it great. It's not fantastic, but it's definitely a good quad, good solid purchase at $175. And I say you might want to drop another $25, $40 in upgrades, and you're still coming out at a really good cost for something that is really pretty decent. Hopefully you don't have issues with the frame snapping and breaking. I haven't actually seen anyone that broke anything on the frame except for myself, who snapped this top plate right here. But hopefully that's not an issue for you. I did have a crash with this. This is post crash, so you see it still looks brand new, still looks really good condition. So it survived that, but I just don't have the greatest faith in it in the long run with these. But we'll see. I don't crash as much as some others, so your mileage may vary. Another thing I missed is these motor guards, which is another pro and con. Protection motors a little bit, but also traps in heat. And yeah, that's a trade-off for you. For me, I think I plan to remove the motor guards, remove the soft mounts, and some other stuff, and see what I can do. Hopefully removing the soft mounts doesn't cause too much of an issue. But that's in my list of things to do. Anyways, guys, if you got any questions, if you guys got anything that I missed, anything you want me to check out, as always, drop your comments and concerns down below. And that's about it for right now, guys. Definitely stay tuned. Should have my mods and upgrades video within a week, hopefully, depending on how long it takes this stuff to ship to me. But that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. See you next time.